Welcome to 108 Gates, where we're looking at the Divine Feminine reading first, and then we will go into a separate reading for Divine Masculine. Welcome, I hope you're all well. Straight off, I'm going to go into the astrology first, because we've got quite a few interesting configurations. So 0 degrees, we've got Capricorn. 0 degrees Capricorn, two things there. So there's the Sun at 0 and Mercury at 0 Capricorn. This is alongside of Pluto being at 29. So Pluto is at the very end of Capricorn. Sun is literally in at, and Mercury is in at 0 Capricorn. So the refreshing energy is coming in, the new alignments are coming in, the new way of structuring things are coming in. So if there are certain things that you are pleased with how they are structured and going, then it kind of feels like there's a supportive strategy to that. With Mercury there, maybe there's certain things that you need to communicate about structures and hierarchies, or certain models of what you're working with. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be just with yourself, how you are wanting to do things, how you're wanting to plan things. So that feels like it's supported with the Sun and Mercury both at 0 degrees Capricorn, especially with Pluto at 29 Capricorn. That all the shifts and changes that were going to be coming in, then it feels like it's pulling out the remnants of what wasn't working, what isn't working. It's a fantastic opportunity right now to really go in and start bringing in some energy of wanting certain things to be restructured. One thing I will say about Mercury at 0 degrees Capricorn is that it's in retrograde at the moment, therefore reconsidering things, replanning things. It's at 0 degrees Capricorn, where the Sun is exactly in the same degree, illuminating right off the bat where those things can be shifted and changed. It really does feel like a auspicious kind of alignment. So along with that, we've got Jupiter 5 degrees Taurus retrograde. You've got the Moon 6 degrees in Taurus. So again, it's feeling like there's another opportunity to let go of certain things you don't need, you don't want. The emotional support there, maybe there's some emotional things that you're breaking away from, or there's emotional things you're strengthening, but more so because it's in retrograde, it feels like you may want to reconsider how you are responding to certain things, reconsidering how you react to certain things, and therefore strengthening yourself, strengthening your emotional well-being, strengthening your emotional reaction and responses to certain things, so that you are more in control. You're more in control, then also feeling though it's supported by this 0 degrees Capricorn highlighted with the Sun there and Mercury in retrograde along 0 degrees Capricorn. It's such a great energy right now. It's jam-packed with potential. Jam-packed, ram-packed. Jam and ram. So, rejuvenation, as I've been saying, there's certain things that are going to be highlighted, there's certain things that are going to be reinstalled, but it's like the upgrade is happening, the upgrade of how you're thinking about things, the upgrade of how you're structuring things, the upgrade of how you're feeling about things, but also lovely energy of Mercury there going in with a bit of kind of retrieving your composure, retrieving your posture, retrieving a stronger stance. It feels very empowering in an energy. So there we've got confidence, exactly what I'm saying. So the confidence coming in because you're taking that time, if you're taking that time, I should say, if you're taking that time to really utilise these energies and make sure they're working for you and you're working with it. We can't expect things to happen if we aren't willing to put in the work. I really don't want to go into the rigmarole of not doing the work, because I felt like the last few readings I didn't like. Well, it's me being biased now, but I didn't want to, and I didn't like the energies that were coming up about the wrong direction of the split. It does feel like that split's coming in. It does feel like there's a split here. This is part of the split coming in now. But the thing is, it's like there are certain people that are going with the split, that direction, in a positive direction. There's some people that are going to go in a few more loops before they actually identify how it can be beneficial to them. But there's some people that are just going to get stuck in a loop, and that makes me sad. But at the same time, it's not my responsibility, it's not my thing, it's not for me to say which is correct or not. You've got to feel it out for yourself and just feel which is correct for you, because we're all on this journey at different times in different ways, and we've got to go at our own pace. So as much as I'm here to encourage improving and progressing and this, that and the other, I'm also trying to not encourage getting stuck in loops, but also not it's not, I don't want to be coming in as with a judgmental thing. It's like we've got to just do what we've got to do at certain times in our life, in certain phases of our life, in our own way. So trying to bring in the unbiased thing, but essentially what I'm trying to say, I guess, this is Mercury retrograde right on point here, is that you have an opportunity to really utilize this energy, and it's kind of taking a step back and making sure that you're looking at yourself, making sure you're keeping track of yourself and not trying to micromanage others, not managing others so much. It's more to do with how do I manage myself, therefore improving how I conduct myself with others, improving how I communicate with others, improving being available for others to communicate with me. Well, health needs attention, but it may be more to do with making sure everything's on check. So making sure you're going for the checks, making sure you're staying on point, making sure you're not overdoing things and overstraining yourself, making sure that you're feeling good in all the ages and stages that you're at. Are there any things that are coming in that are making you feel uncomfortable? Are there any things that you feel could be improved on? Are you wanting to change the way you are looking at your health and things like that? So stepping into those new spaces. So what I'm feeling with that is that you're coming into a new space, a new way of doing things. So with that is going to come in assessment of how are you keeping your health and your well-being on track. It may be that as you're taking on new ways of doing things, taking on new structures in your life, taking on new responsibilities possibly, that certain things need to be tweaked so that you're even more attentive to being at your utmost health and well-being. Good health is important. If somebody is unhealthy or unable to maintain a healthy kind of relationship with themselves or a good just bodily health, it's going to be more difficult to take on all these new things that are going to be coming in. So it's about a matter of making sure you are taking good care of yourself. You know best what you need to be eating, what you need to not eat, what you need to drink, what you need to do to sleep properly for you. What do you need to do to make sure you're resting properly? What do you need to do to make sure you're active enough? Because sometimes we can become inactive in certain ways. Just because our mind is being really active doesn't mean our body's physically active enough, or the other way around. So just getting your own assessment of that and making sure that that is appropriate for you. Right, so we've got 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands, it's feeling like the mastery of certain cycles. So there, again, it's that split coming in again. Some people are all ready to go. Some people are in this space of like mastering certain cycles. Those people are basically ready to then move on to taking those next steps. You can feel the preparation happen. You can feel the change and shifts in the way you're thinking about things. You can feel you're talking about things differently. You can feel yourself communicating with yourself in a more inspired manner, in a more kind of forward-thinking manner, in a way that's hopeful and is I'm going to say a more apt word. It's more jovial. That's interesting. Okay, let's see where this goes. Right, 6 of Coins. Bringing in the spaces. There you go. Bringing in the spaces of where you didn't feel equal, or it's coming in as traitor, not traitor. Wow, it's really confused. You may have had somebody treat you unfairly. You may have felt duped. You may have felt cheated. You may have felt there's a lot of things around these 6 of coins. That was quite an intense energy. And for the Wands to come in, it's basically saying all of those setbacks that you have experienced before, there's more equilibrium coming into it now. There's more sense of an equality around this. There's more sense of you reclaiming your power back, reclaiming your equality. Yes, there may still be some regrets and resentment of what happened, or however it happened, or whatever it was. But it's recognizing now and understanding now. You either get lost in that and stay stuck in that, or you make a step forward and go towards this direction. Take your step forward. Don't let the others who tried to hold you back before win by actually holding you back subconsciously or consciously, even by keeping you ruminating in that same negative space, keeping you stuck in that same, I wish it had been this way, I wish it had been that way. Well, it wasn't. And without trying to be blunt and sounding quite rude, it wasn't the way you wanted. Get over it and just get the moving direction towards what can you do now to move in the direction you wanted. If it didn't happen then, what can you do now to make it happen now for you? What do you need now for you to move forward? And how is that going to be possible? Is it going to be possible? Do you need to shift and change things? Is it something that you need to just let go of? Having that assessment is going to be worthwhile long term. 6 of Wands. So you've got your victory coming in. You've got your 6 of coins over here. You've got the equilibrium and the victory coming in. It's about you and taking that commitment and just going for it. What is it you want to do? Go for it. There's no time for dithering and whatever else now, because all the dithering is literally on a nanosecond space, on a nano kind of micro space even. It's literally every unclear move is going to just keep you back a bit more, and if you keep pulling back, the Fool ends up over here and is getting further away from actually achieving the goal, further away from actually going towards the goal. So this is really and you can even feel it in my voice, it's feeling powerful, it's feeling strong, it's feeling motivated, but it's got to be acted out. It's got to be activated. It's got to be actioned. So, interesting. Let's go to the Divine Masculine reading. I'll see you there. So for now, from here, peace and love.